They're giving Archie Miller a rest right now. Backdoor to Canamesa, loses the ball behind him. Sam Williams comes away with it for the night. John Getz is back in. Williams passes off to Getz. He'll hand off to Hager. Andy Shalot's also in there for the night. Shalot left to Fulmer. To Getz, shoots for three. Misses off the back iron. Rebound Shalot. Outside to Fulmer. Head fake. Now feeds off to Hager out between the rings. 3 minutes left till halftime. Franklin by 4, 29-25. Backdoor to Williams. Knocked away. Sam gets it back and turns around and lays it in.
Wow, what a pass by John Getz. And Sam Williams, I'm telling you 10 games ago, he would have not made that catch. But he kept his eye on the ball, caught the ball, and went up with very good determination.
Foul on the night. 6% Blackhawk to the free throw line in a 1-and-1 situation. 7th foul on Franklin in the first half. The foul assessed against Nathan Hager. And Brett Parkhill will go to the free throw line to shoot the one in the bonus for the Cougars.
That one stunk them. They called it holding. Hager was nowhere close to holding this kid going to the basket. But so far we have to say the officiating has not really helped, nor really hurt either team.
Parkhill, only a 57% free throw shooter, makes the first and will get the bonus shot. 31-26 right now in favor of the Franklin Knights. The winner goes to Hershey and plays for the state championship game on Friday night. Parkhill makes both. The lead is back to 4 at 31-27. Now, in the backcourt, a whistle, and it looks like a foul on Steve Lodovico. And I correct myself, that's not Lodovico, that's Mark Fusetti who's back in there. It's Fusetti, Lodovico, Cantamesa. Also Huber and Parkhill out there right now, and now Cantamesa gets the rest. Huber comes back in, along with a new guy, Mark Arbagoff, a 6'2 junior. Lodovico and Fusetti will sit down. Well, Miller came back in, so a 3-on-3 swap. Franklin inbounding in the backcourt as that was the 6th foul in the first half on the Blackhawk Cougars.
Boy, does Nate Keith have a mismatch on him. Parkhill against Keith, and Keith is posting down low.
Backdoor to Keith, he's triple team, gets it back outside, and a 3-second violation is called. Franklin turns it over. By the way, Ryan Anderson has checked back in for Nathan Hager.
Good defense by Blackhawk there. They knew that Keith was going to post down low, and once he received the ball, 3 people just swarmed on him. They really had no place to go and did not have a chance to get the ball outside.
Getz will pick up Miller as Ryan Archie Miller comes into the forecourt. Miller inside, fouling through Fulmer. Looks like a foul on Archie. And Franklin should go to the free throw line if it's a loose ball foul.
I don't know what he called.
Apparently it was not a foul. Miller went down. Franklin's getting the ball. It must have been a traveling violation. There has been no foul called. Bundy Fulmer of Franklin's getting ready to inbound the ball. Miller went down on top of a Franklin player, and they must have called a travel. All right, our statistician, Doug Matheny, says he believes that Miller, when he went down, fell on the out-of-bounds line. Franklin gets it back. They lead by 4, 2:03 left until halftime. Anderson to the left side, now reverses and passes right to Getz. To Fulmer at the foul line, hooks the pass into the corner to Nate Keith, driving baseline. A foul will be called on Nate Keith, who plowed into and knocked down Mike Arbagoff of Blackhawk.
One of those calls that we had talked about at the beginning of the game, Tim. When they go right near the basket, they're going to have to pull up and stop about 5 feet away. Really, that was not a bad call. Some of the fans don't care for it, but they're going to make that call in this ball game. So this is the judgment. I know Coach Hager doesn't like it very well.
And he's being cautioned over there. I don't know if I've seen that in his 3 years coaching, but he's getting upset at the way the Franklin Knights have been called for offensive foul after offensive foul. And the calls are not being called on the other end of the court. And I'm not talking about tonight's ball game. I'm talking about the entire postseason, District 10 and Interdistrict. That was the 2nd foul on Nate Keith. Here comes Blackhawk. Huber shooting and hitting. It's a 2-pointer. He was beyond the foul line, but inside the point. 31-29. Franklin's lead is down to 2 now.
One of the things that Blackhawk can thank is Jeremy Huber coming into this ball game, total of 10, 12 points so far here just in the first half.
Getz from the left baseline, he gets it. John Getz with a 15-footer of his own for two. And it's 33-29 in favor of the Franklin Knights. Working it to the left, the Blackhawk Cougars. Post to Canna Mesa, and underneath Sam Williams is called for pushing, and the official that called it is the official that just cautioned Coach Bill Hager.
Yeah, that's, if he's going to get picky, that's okay. I can remember a draw that Nate Hager made a couple minutes ago. He was tripped going in, no call was made. And I think in that last one by Miller, they might have called on the line, but there's no question he's plowed into Bundy Fulmer. Right now, Coach Hager with 1:10 to go. He wants to hold on, like to go to halftime with the lead, but he's got Williams on the bench. He's got Ryan Anderson just went off the floor, Nate Keith just went off the floor, and he does not want anybody to pick up another foul here in the first half because Keith, Anderson, and Williams have two each.
All right, on the line for a 1-and-1 is Jim Cantamesa. Makes the first. Blackhawk trails by 3 with 1:10 left until halftime. Cantamesa is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He has been held to 5 points in the first half. He'll get the bonus. Sinks another to score 33-31 in favor of the Franklin Knights. The ball's inbounded from John McLaughlin to Nathan Hager in the backcourt. Picked up by Steve Lodovico. Hager across the timeline. Nathan coming to the left side. Needs some help away from the ball. The ball's thrown away. Fulmer tried to get it. It's a 3-on-1 for Blackhawk. Cantamesa to Miller. Can't get it to go. A foul called from behind on Nathan Hager trying to block the shot. And Nathan's looking like, I don't think there was any contact. But Archie Miller, the best free throw shooter on the Blackhawk team, will go to the line for 2 for the Blackhawk Cougars.
Yeah, what they, I guess we're getting on the officials a little bit now. What they didn't call when Fulmer lost the ball, they were over. Blackhawk defender was over his back, and he never really had a chance to catch that ball. Then the turnover called, and then the foul down here against Nathan Hager. Nathan Hager's second foul of the first half also.
Ryan Anderson has checked back in, but Hager stays in the ball game. It's Anderson, Hager, McLaughlin, Keith, and Getz in there right now. So the only starter on the bench right now is Williams. Miller misses from the free throw line. He'll have one more.
Well, I'm surprised about that. He's always shot 1,000 foul shots a day.
He's got this one. Blackhawk trails by 1, 33-32. 52 seconds until halftime. The ball's inbounded to Hager. Off to Anderson. Picked up in the backcourt by Miller. Picks up speed, slows down again. Ryan Anderson into the forecourt. Between the circles, passing right to McLaughlin. Out beyond three-point range, drawing Cantamesa out. To the point to Getz. Left to Hager, now to Keith out deep. Right to Anderson, 33 seconds left. To the top of the key to Keith. And left to Getz and back to Ryan Anderson. 27 seconds until the intermission. Franklin holding the ball with a 1-point lead. Right to McLaughlin. Looking left. Taking left. Blackhawk wants to travel. McLaughlin put on the brakes. Franklin keeps the ball. Right to Hager. 14 seconds left. Hager looking for action. Keith, back door, baseline, one dribble, turnaround, block, and a foul. A foul on Jeremy Huber of Blackhawk with 9.5 seconds left till the intermission. Franklin will go to the free throw line for a 2-shot opportunity.
Yeah, I think that's Jeremy Huber's second foul of the ball game. Nate Keith got the ball down at the box, had a turnaround jump shot, went up with the ball, tried to adjust in midair. Nate is going to the foul line, score 33-32, 9.5 seconds left here.
All right, again, to keep his starters from picking up their third foul, substitutions for Franklin coach Bill Hager. Andy Shalott is back in. Jeff Leffert is seeing his first action of the ball game. And waiting to check in for Nate Keith is another Franklin Knight player, Bundy Fulmer, getting ready. Keith misses the first of 2. Nate will have one more. The Franklin Knights shooting 64% as a team this year from the free throw line, 62 in postseason. Nate Keith's numbers are 65 and 68. Second free throw missed. Fight for the rebound. Shalott has it for the Knights. Tied up for a minute. A foul called on Blackhawk.
Yeah, and I think that might be on Huber too. His second one, if I'm correct on that, that was Andy Shalott once again, right in the middle of everything.
I'm going to predict this on Steve Lodovico, and I was partially blocked by the angle that the referee was standing as he made his hand signals across the way. It will be on number 25, not on number 5, so you're correct, Larry. It's on Jeremy Huber, his second foul. Andy Shalott on the line for Franklin, and he gets the roll to make the first one.
Well, it's important to make those foul shots. Franklin 34-32. I would have hated to see the Knights miss 3 in a row at the line. Shalott there for his second one.
Misses. Ball's loose. Grabbed by Jeff Leopard of Franklin. Knocked away from him. He knocks it away. And another foul on Blackhawk. And it's on Jeremy Huber.
And he is the guy that killed Franklin with 12 points. Good call by the officials. Terrible foul by Blackhawk. Leopard goes to the line. Leopard and Huber was going for the ball. Simply a push in the back. Very good call by the official, which we criticized a little bit ago, Tim. But Leopard at the line, and boy, I know that Miller, Coach Miller, does not like that foul from his players.
All right, that's Coach John Miller for Blackhawk. Jeff Leopard, a 63% free throw shooter, makes the first, and we'll get the bonus.
Great for Jeff Leopard to come in, not only get that loose ball, draw the foul, but step up there as calm as a cucumber and stick that first one in.
Franklin by 3 with 4 seconds left. Leopard misses this one. Miller coming away with it. Miller to midcourt, around the back. 35-footer at the buzzer, off to the left, just barely at halftime. The score, the Franklin Knights 35, the Blackhawk Cougars 32. By 3 at halftime. Larry, the key to the second half.
Well, the key to the second half, Franklin has to continue to work the ball, get the good shots. They're 13 from 21 from the field, 52%. Franklin cannot get an awful lot of turnovers. They now have 7 for the first half, and they must get 4 defensive rebounds. The Blackhawk had 9 offensive rebounds here in that first half. I think we could wear, or the Knights could wear Blackhawk down. I saw Canamacy get pretty tired in that second quarter.
All right, in the first quarter, late in the first frame, Blackhawk jumped to a 17-12 lead, their biggest lead of the night. Franklin then scored some 12 unanswered points, 13 unanswered points to take their biggest lead at 8, 25-17. That's on a three-pointer by Getz late in the first quarter. And then Franklin scoring the first 10 points in the second frame. Franklin has the first possession of the second half, but can't get the shot to go from underneath. Quickly, Blackhawk works it. Huber is blocked, maybe fouled. Franklin comes away with it. McLaughlin and Williams were both in there for the night. Here comes Nate Keith, taking it to the right wing and putting in the jumper.
Great move by Nate Keith. He took the ball right to the middle of the key, went up with a hard jump shot and just stuck it.
Three-point attempt is good. It's Big Jim Canamesa hitting from the outside.
And both teams are starting out as they left off. Franklin so far, though, has held their own. It's 37-35, 7:07 here to go in the third quarter.
McLaughlin from the outside. His three doesn't go. Williams nearly had it from Canamesa, but Blackhawk comes away with it. Here are the Cougars. Lodovico, right side. Looking back to Archie Miller, left with the ball. The pass over to Haskins. Inside, Huber, picked up by Williams. Outside to Lodovico, now back to midcourt, it'll go to Miller. Baseline move, reverse layup is missed by Haskins. And Franklin with the rebound. Nate Keith will clear. 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Franklin with the ball and a 2-point lead. Over to McLaughlin on the right side again, to the point, to Hager. 2 dribbles, now backpedaling, looking for help. And it's Nate Keith to come toward the right corner to take the pass. Low post, McLaughlin, 1 dribble, inside, puts it up and in. McLaughlin got inside, Jim Canamesa, Franklin up by 4.
One of the things that we said, once Canamesa gets a couple fouls on him, he's afraid to play you defensively.
Blackhawk responds, the shot by Canamesa goes, and a foul is called on the night.
Yeah, I think this ball game's going to go how Jim Canamesa does go. Franklin needs to really get him in foul trouble. He's only got 1, and one of the bad things for Franklin right now, Sam Williams just picked up his third foul, and as soon as Sam goes out, they definitely dump the ball in.
And Andy Shalott takes off his warm-up jacket as if he's coming in. So far, no move other than that move by Shalott on the bench for Franklin. Canamesa converts the three-point play and cuts the lead to a single point, 39-38. He gets on the baseline layup, drew the foul on Williams, and converted the free throw as well. Anderson leading the way for Franklin into Roadblack, moving right to left. Off to Nate Keith it'll go. Back outside to Hager. And on the right to Anderson. McLaughlin comes to help. Pass from right to left from Anderson to John McLaughlin. Back to the point to Ryan. Shooting for three. Misses. Fight for the rebound. And Canamesa will take the deflection off Williams. Here comes Blackhawk with a chance to take their first lead late in the first quarter. Right, it'll go to Lodovico. Inside. Huber. Jumper over Williams. Got it. And Blackhawk leads.
For now, sitting down, 40-39, 5:24 to go in the third quarter. Important for Franklin to get the ball to somebody they want to.
The Franklin Knights call a timeout. 5:20 left in the third. Blackhawks by 1, and we will be back in 60 seconds on 1450 WFRA. High School, Franklin inbounding into the backcourt. Canamesa comes back and tries to take the pass away from Ryan Anderson, but Ryan successfully gets the pass from John McLaughlin. Anderson across the timeline now. Franklin down by a point, working right to left here in the second half. Hager on the right side into Anderson. Inside, one-hander, does not go. He tips it in himself. Ryan Anderson with the follow, went up in the air again, tipped it in before it came back. Franklin regains the lead, 41-40. Canamesa inside, feeding to a teammate. That teammate inside Fulmer, and it's Huber again. 16 points for Jeremy Huber, and Blackhawks back up on top. Anderson, who had just tipped his own miss in at this end, works it inside. A traveling violation called on Nate Keith, and Nate agrees with the call.
Yeah, Nate agrees with the call. He knew it, was hoping that he would get away with one. Wasn't a little bit of traffic. Franklin now 42-41, down by a point with 4:37 to go.
Miller into the forecourt, off to Canamesa right side, now Lodovico inside. Huber is stripped up, regains his balance, and puts in the jumper. Blackhawk by 3, and Jeremy Huber cannot miss. 44-41 the score. Anderson at the point, left to Hager, looking inside. Keith blocked off in there by Haskins. Inside to Fulmer, call for traveling. Bundy Fulmer has just checked in. I was waiting to see if they call the offensive foul. The WPIAA official takes the ball away from Franklin, gives it back to the Blackhawk Cougars.
Nice to hold Blackhawk right now with that lead. Franklin's made a couple mistakes here in the third quarter. Blackhawks determined to take the ball inside and get us to their scores here in the second half.
Huber from the point, passes off this time to Haskins. Cross-court hook pass to Lodovico. Back out near the midcourt circle now. He gives it to Miller. Archie Miller to the right side to Canamesa, drawing McLaughlin outside. To the right wing, Lodovico, now to the corner to Miller. Miller head fake around Anderson. One-hander is no good. Two bounces off the back iron. Bundy Fulmer with the rebound for Franklin. Anderson races it right to left. Picked up by Miller. Jump pass. Left baseline. Anderson. McLaughlin. He's called for traveling.
2 calls in a row. Really, it was a travel also by John McLaughlin. Simply what Franklin's tried to do. Just trying to get the ball and take it to the basket a little bit too quick. A lot of time left in this ball game. Really no reason to panic, and I'm not saying that they have yet. Just need to settle down, get your composure back.
Franklin outscored 12-6 here in the third quarter. They trail by 3, 44-41. Blackhawk with the ball. Miller, head fake, handing off, baseline, reverse layup. 2 for Franklin, for Blackhawk. That is Huber. Now on Surius Haskins. 46-41 Cougars. Anderson slows it down as he brings the ball across the timeline. Sean Getz back in replacing Nathan Hager. Anderson is hooked and fouled. Blackhawk thought there was going to be another traveling call. 3:06 left in the third quarter. Blackhawk up by 5. Sam Williams, who had sat down when he picked up his third foul, is back in, replacing Bundy Fulmer. That is foul number 2 on Archie Miller of the Blackhawk Cougars. Anderson looking to inbound to Keith. He does. Keith off the glass. It won't go. Ball loose. Foul called, and it's going against Franklin. John McLaughlin called for going into the back of the Blackhawk Cougars player, and on McLaughlin, that is 2 personal fouls. Blackhawk with a 5-point lead gets the ball back. 52.5 weeks ago tonight at the same location, Franklin took a first half lead of a substantial margin against Blackhawk. Led by Jim Cantamesa, Blackhawk came roaring back. Scored with 7 seconds left to win it. There's a 3-pointer. Haskins hit, and Blackhawk is up by 8. 49-41. Franklin wants the timeout, and they get it. 2:43 left in the third quarter. Cougars 49, Knights 41. Back in 60 seconds on 14:50 WFRA. Franklin Knights have been outscored 17-6 in the third quarter. They will inbound the ball at the scorer's table in midcourt across the way. 49-41 is the score in favor of the Blackhawk Cougars as we approach the late stages of the third quarter. Keith at the point, right with it to get his pass to Williams, knocked out of bounds by Jim Cantamesa, who had his back to the ball and was keeping his arms up in a good defensive posture and slapped the ball out of bounds without seeing it. The ball's inbounded to McLaughlin for the Knights. Out deep to John Getz, looking into the corner to Anderson. A player goes down. Anderson is free, puts it in left-handed. Anderson, the left-handed layup. Franklin trails by 6. Miller working it down court against John Getz. A foul will be called against Getz.
Really didn't see what happened that time. I know Miller went right to the basket. Getz apparently stuck his arm in there. It was called for his second foul of the evening.
Gets called for the hand check, and he showed a little bit of displeasure at the call. Blackhawk will inbound, leading by 6. 2:15 left in the third quarter. Haskins has the last 5 points for the Cougars. Gets in trying for the steal on the pass to Miller. Can't get the ball. Archie Miller to a high post to Cantamesa. Around McLaughlin, forces it, misses it, and Franklin comes away with it. Anderson with the rebound and taking it down himself. Stops it up, takes the 3. He hits it.
Momentum. Blackhawk was 7 for 10 so far. Franklin is now coming back and getting hot.
Haskins blocked by Williams. Here come the Knights. Nate Keith taking it away. 3-on-3. Nate slows it up. Now he picks up speed. Now he comes back around again. Double team. They try for a steal. Don't get it. That frees Getz. He shoots for 3. Forces it. McLaughlin has the rebound though for the Knights. John with a long bounce pass out deep to Nate Keith. Right with it to Anderson. Franklin down by 3 now. Anderson 4-3. He misses off to the right. He follows his shot. He's underneath and lays it in.
This is where leadership comes into play. Ryan Anderson totally missed that shot. Nobody bossed him out and laid the ball in.
Blackhawk 49. Franklin 48. Nate Keith thought he had the steal. He's called for kicking. John McLaughlin has some kind of information for the official. And Blackhawk Cougars coach John Miller wants the timeout. 1:09 left in the third quarter. Blackhawk 49, Franklin 48. This will be a 30-second timeout on 1450 WFRA. Sharon High School with Larry Hawley. This is Tim Shaw on WFRA AM and FM Franklin. Here's the third quarter score from Butler High School girls AA Western Final. Late in the third quarter, Greensburg Central Catholic leads Cranberry 40-24. Here, Blackhawk 49, Franklin 48. 109 left in the third quarter in the boys AAA Western Final. Franklin has scored the last 7 points, all scored by Anderson. Canamesa goes baseline, lays it in. They take it away from him. They say Jim Canamesa, the 6'7 senior center, stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Franklin gets it back. They have a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, Canamesa's going right at Sam Williams in there, and they're trying to pick up Sam Williams' fourth foul.
Left to Anderson. Anderson, inside high post, Williams, turn around, comes up short. Huber may have gotten a hand on it. Here come the Cougars with the basketball. Lodovico leading the way. Archie Miller on the bench right now. Brett Parkhill is back in for the Cougars. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Cougars working the ball, leading by 1. Huber with gets all over Lodovico. Huber can't get the pass where he wants it. So he hands off to Fusetti, who's back in there. 27 seconds left in the third frame. Mark Fusetti still holding the ball. Sam Williams is not coming out on defense. Fusetti now hands it to Steve Lodovico. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Lodovico daring the Gets to come out. Sean does. The 5-second count starts. Lodovico passes off to Canamesa. 9 seconds left. Huber, left side. Parkhill going baseline. Outside. Follow-away shot by Canamesa is good. Franklin will not get the ball inbounded. And that's the end of the third quarter. Big shot by Jim Canamesa with about a second and a half left. End of 3. The score. Blackhawk 51. Franklin 48. Back in 60 seconds on 1450 WFRA. High School, Blackhawk, who scored the last points of the third quarter, will, under the alternating possession rule, get the ball to start the fourth quarter. They outscored the Franklin Knights in the third frame by a margin of 19-13. Inside, a foul call on a drive to the bucket by Blackhawk.
The ball went into Canamesa again. Nate Keith tried to go over and strip the ball out of his hands. Nate was called for his third foul of the evening. That's 7:53 here to go in the fourth period.
Ball's inbounded to Huber. Outside Haskins for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound Brian Anderson of the Franklin Knights. Franklin working right to left. Early fourth quarter, they trail by 3. Anderson spin move. Tries to force it inside himself. The ball was stolen by Lodovico. Give and go. 3-on-2. Offensive foul. Blackhawk Cougars give the ball